welcome back to another week of fantasy football, gang.
Holy shit.
As always, we have Barfy and Ryan.
What's up?
Don't be too overexcited.
Hello.
Hey.
Sorry for losing my composure there. Epstein did hang himself.
Jesus Christ.
All right, end it. Start over.
Oh, my God. All right. Must starts. All right, so must starts this week. We're going to start it off with Barfy.
Of course. I'm going with, I've said this name a few times this year, Matt Stafford. Stafford scored fewer than 20 fantasy points for the first time all year in week 5 at Seattle, but he did pass for a season high 365 yards in that outing. He should be back on track against with his fantasy production this week against the Giants, who allow an average of 24.8 fantasy points to opposing quarterbacks this year. Stafford finally got Robert Woods going against the Seahawks, and with the Rams, passing attack might be unstoppable. Woods, Cooper Kupp, Tyler Higbee, and the rest of the team are all clicking at the same game.
Oh, I like it. I do. Matthew Stafford. Actually, I'm going to touch a little bit more on him a little bit later. But yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
He's one of my picks as well, farther down the list. But I will be touching base on that, so I'm not going to try to spoil everything that I have to say about him.
Yeah, I was happy Robert Woods finally got the ball, though.
Yeah, it was nice to see.
It took a long time. I'm going with Joe Burrow. He's got a great trio pass catchers. They're going against the Detroit Lions. I feel like it's a favorable matchup for him. He did get hurt last night. He, got a throat contusion. I never heard of that before. But I think this is a favorable matchup for the Bengals.
Karate chop.
Yeah. And, I mean, the last 2 games, Joe Burrow had his highest passing yardage, and he's had multiple touchdown pass games. So I can see him put up some good points this week.
Tasty.
I can see that. I mean, it's a garbage time game, so
as
Monahan has so delicately put it, it's garbage time football. That's a whole game. It is garbage kids over there.
Garbage time is great for quarterbacks or whatever. Like, just so many quarterbacks are just fourth quarter quarterbacks, and they get all their points in there. Look at Hurts. Look at
my gosh, jeez.
Lamar Jackson's almost like a garbage time comeback quarterback. Like he's got like 5 points going into the fourth, and it explodes for a 40 burger.
Oh my God.
Absolutely nuts.
40 burger.
40 burger. 40 burger with some ketchup and mustard. I'm going to go with Josh Allen. Josh Allen over the last 2 weeks against KC had 40, against Washington had 38. Guy is hot, ridiculously hot. Going against Tennessee, that's ranked 21st against the pass, averaging 265 yards against. Over the last 2 weeks, Tennessee is given up 23 to Trevor Lawerence and 9 to Zach Wilson. We're not going to count that because it's the Jets. So that's just stupid.
Yeah, slow start. Now he's putting up big MVP numbers.
Yeah, he's taken off.
Yeah,
he's got that trio of wide receivers. Even though Cole Beasley hasn't been part of that action yet, but Stephon Diggs is having a meh year, but Emmanuel Sanders is having a nice little run as well. They got what's his name? Dawson Knox is having quite the season.
Yeah, Josh Allen's gonna light up the Tennessee Titans.
Light it up, 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 light it up, 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 light it up, up, up. I'm Josh Allen.
Moving on to running backs. We're staying in Cincinnati, I guess. All right, we're going
Cincy here again with Joe Mixon. Welcome back. Mixon gave us a little bit of a scare last week when he almost didn't play against the Packers with his ankle injury, but he got there with 10 carries for 33 yards and a touchdown, along with 1 catch for 2 yards. We would like to see him more involved in the passing game, and maybe that happens this week at Detroit if Samaje, I'm not going to say his whole name, isn't cleared off the COVID reserve list. But even if Perrine plays, this should be a quality outing for Mixon against the Lions, who are number 4 in fantasy points allowed to opposing running backs. Detroit has allowed a running back to score a touchdown, 10 in total, in all but one game this year.
Quality.
Detroit Lions, bottom 10 run
Quality.
defense.
Yes.
Yes.
That's nice.
Go Joe Mixon.
That's just nice.
All right.
That's just stupid.
All right, Rye.
I'm going with Kareem Hunt this week. I feel like this is a good running back 2 option, or if you have him as a flex. It looks like Nick Chubb's not going to play. Kareem Hunt's doing really good this year. He's 5-4 with touchdowns against Chubb, so he's getting more touchdowns, and I could see him getting in the end zone this week. I mean, it's not going to be an easy task. Arizona's defense, is tough, so we'll see. I think he can put up over 100 yards and a touchdown here.
100 total or 100 rush?
Probably 100 total, because his pass catching ability as well is, off the charts.
That's his bread and butter right there.
Yeah.
That's where you got just with Nick Chubb, he's still getting his every week. It's
have you checked the injury list by chance?
The what?
Injury list?
On who?
Aaron Jones.
No, I didn't hear anything about Aaron Jones being.
Oh, sorry. I read a comment along because I'm doing like 3 things at once. Person was asking Aaron Jones bounce back game.
Yeah, Aaron is going to be playing.
You messed up, Aaron.
All right, I'm moving to. I'm going to go with Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler over the last 2 weeks has had some weeks, man. Against Cleveland, 23 points. Against Las Vegas, 29. Going against Baltimore this week, they is ranked 7th against rush defense, 94 yards against average on the season. Over the last 2 weeks, they have given up 32 to Taylor and 15 on the combination of Gordon and Devontae Williams. So I'm not too worried about the 7th ranked rush defense because Austin Eckler gets his points out of the receiving game most of the time. So he's going to definitely be getting. Justin Herbert's just going to keep feeding him. It's just it's easy as that. Herbert, easy as that.
Yeah, over 100 yards combined in the past 4 games. He's gonna break out at some point in this game.
Oh yeah, he's going to definitely take a little screen pass and take for 50 to the house.
If he stays healthy, he'll be a top 5 pick next year in fantasy.
Yeah, that's always been the issue with him. He just can't seem to stay on the field.
Knock on wood.
Along with, we just get done talking about injuries. Chris Carson, IR'd for the next 3 weeks for a neck injury. Neck injuries are tough, man. Neck injuries could be career-ending.
Speaking of neck injuries, how about Danny Dimes trying to come back on the field after looking like a newborn giraffe? Just
hey, kudos to Danny Dimes. He's having quite the year.
Animal. He's an animal.
He is an animal. All right, going to our must-start wide receivers, Barfy.
All right, I'm going with T.Y. Well, I'm going with Michael Pittman. I read the wrong line first. Going with Michael Pittman from Indy. Since T.Y. Hilton is out with a neck injury, he might return this week. He might not. Let's hope not for this reason, as I'm saying why to pick Michael Pittman. But Pittman should continue to remain the go-to receiver for Carson Wentz for the time being, and maybe all year. He's taken off in the past 4 games with at least 7 targets, 6 catches in every game over that span, and he just scored his first touchdown in Week 5 against Baltimore. Only the Texans have allowed 2 touchdowns to receivers all year, but 6 guys have scored at least 12 PPR points. I can see that being the floor for Pittman with a chance for another standout outing if Wentz continues to lean on him as expected. They got robbed.
Well.
They got robbed last week.
Carson Wentz is playing lights out right now.
I mean, I'd be going nuts because he should be freaking out, going laces out to the guy with the big giant glasses. How can you miss a field goal when you got sunglasses making you seeing glasses making you look like a freaking bug man? Like, what the hell, man?
But did you see when it got blocked, the kick prior? So I can understand where he was going with it. He was trying to get it around Campbell. Campbell coming through that one side. So Campbell's like literally pushing everything that way. And
Wait,
he literally was like, all right, I got to go a little bit this way with this. And that's exactly what he did. And he went a little bit too far.
Mace is out, man. So he may have had a hip injury. But no, Wentz got robbed on that game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Wentz had a
Robbed.
great game. Yeah, shit happens.
True.
Right.
I'm going with
start.
I'm
like
going
this
with Chase Claypool. So Juju is out, which I said to sit him last week in the podcast. Thank God. I mean, not thank God he's hurt, but thank God for fantasy owners. Now you don't have to worry about starting him. Chase Claypool's role now should change. He's always been the deep, speedy threat. Now he's going to have to change his role to be more intermediate passes for Big Ben's, lousy arm.
Noodles.
So, maybe Deontay Johnson takes off some pressure. Maybe we could see Claypool's receptions go up and get more yards now and get more receptions. And we'll see, like the past few games, Deontay Johnson and Claypool had at least 70 yards each. So I think this is a shot for Claypool to break out.
I think Claypool's going to have a really good week, especially that Seahawks have no quarterback right now.
They do not.
Geno Smith is not going to do. He's going to do okay. I don't think he's going to be able to keep up.
Yeah.
When's the last time he actually played a game?
I didn't even know he existed still.
I was right. That's Geno Smith's still in the NFL.
Good for him.
Well, the funny thing is, the last time he did start a game was when he was with the Jets years back, and he had a perfect QB rating.
Wow.
As weird as that sounds.
The fact that you just said Jets and perfect QB rating.
I know. That's what happened. Oh,
Nice.
man. All right. So I, myself, is going to go DK Metcalf this week for a must start. DK Metcalf against the LA Rams, 24 points. San Fran with 15. Going against Pitt, ranked 16th, averaging, I think that might be wrong. Averaging 361 passing yards. I think that's wrong. Don't go by that. Scratch that. But over the last 2 weeks, they've given up 12 to Tim Patrick and 9 to Devontae Adams. I do believe that this game, I think DK Metcalf's going to get a lot of targets. Tyler Lockett's going to be left out in the cold for this one because there's not going to be enough deep passes, but they're going to have DK Metcalf work that middle of the field, and that's what he does best.
Yeah, and he ended up actually being more productive when Geno Smith came in the game.
Yeah, he goes that short intermediate stuff that the DK will snag and then probably take for an extra 10, after catch kind of thing. So he's definitely looking at it that way. I'll definitely say, no matter what, you're starting DK Metcalf, but I definitely think that's going to be a really good start no matter what. All right, moving on. Sleepers and Redeemers. Okay, Sleepers and Redeemers. We have Ryan.
London.
You sound like you're from London.
Oh, you bloody wanker.
Hi. Bugger off.
All right, so where do I start? So Trevor Lawerence, I think this is a good matchup for him. I'm sorry, I just had all my stuff written down here. So
sorry, it's Trevor Lawrence just swinging.
Well, he's starting to use his legs more. So we're seeing, some opportunities to put up some more points with the rushing yards. Maybe they can pull out a win, get some, London luck. Yeah, I see him be able to sling it a little bit. We'll see. I mean, Miami's a little, down in the dumps a little bit. I think Tua is coming back. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I think it's a,
let me try that name. Tua Tagovailoa. Got it.
Tua not going to
Tagovailoa.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, like I don't know. This is a below average defense, so I think he should be able to have some opportunities to put up some points and some yardage. So we'll see. Hopefully, maybe it'll be garbage time points, or maybe it'll be full game garbage time points. We'll see.
Well, he's had pretty good weeks over the last 2 weeks. Like he had 23 last week. He had 18 the week prior. So he's definitely coming on. He's coming into his own. I think he's the game's starting to slow down for him. So he's definitely getting the ball out of his hands a little bit quicker. But he is also, like you said, using his legs. And he did score a touchdown rushing last week. So I definitely say if you are strapped for bye week fill-ins, Trevor Lawerence, I like
was
it.
ready to say we got to start focusing now that bye weeks are starting to kick in. And, start paying attention to that. There's some people in fantasy leagues that we are in that don't pay attention to bye weeks. Bald bastard. But yes, make sure you're paying attention to your roster and your lineup and know that that's going to happen.
Yep. Yeah. Oh,
Barfy, you are really going all in on Indy this week.
I'm going on Indy this week. They did a hell of a game and got robbed by a weak hip or whatever excuse they're going to use by the bug man. Wentz played a great game in week 5 at Baltimore, 402 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, although he lost the fumble, which no surprise, but he's now scored at least 21 fantasy points in back-to-back games. And he should have the chance for another positive outing in week 6 against the Texans. Houston has allowed three of 5 quarterbacks this year to score at least 25 fantasy points, including Trevor Lawrence, Sam Darnold, and Josh Allen. Wentz is a good streaming option in all the leagues.
Carson Wentz.
And I had not said his name yet this year.
Actually, I wrote him down too as a sleeper. I think that's why I got mixed up. But yeah, I like that pick. He came off that career high 402 passing yards. So we'll see.
I'm excited. I think he's finally over this bullshit. Like, oh, it's Carson Wentz. Now he's going, hey, I'm Indy's quarterback, not I'm Carson Wentz.
Right.
So I think now I think it's time you're going to see, Daddy go to work.
We'll see. We'll see how they run. They might run the ball. Jonathan Taylor. We'll see.
But Daddy go to work. Put all the women and children bed in. Let's go on.
That's just stupid.
All right. So the wrong choice of words. Shut up.
Like Barfy said earlier, Matt Stafford, I'm going in my redeemer list because he has had some poo-poo weeks over the last couple of weeks, but he's due with this matchup. Matt Stafford the last 2 weeks against Seattle 19, Arizona 20, going against New York Giants, ranked 22nd, averaging 269 yards. Over the last 2 weeks, they've given up 24 to Dak Prescott and very meager to Jameis Winston 13, but I think that was the game that Tyson Hill I think he threw a touchdown or ran one in. He got a little bit more playing time than usual, but definitely Matthew Stafford this week would be a redeemer for what he's done in the past couple of weeks.
I mean, and let's be real here. Now people are starting to notice him. He was a good quarterback in Detroit, but when you have nothing to throw to, it's kind of hard. So way to go, Matt.
All right, well, Barfy. All right, you got sleeper redeemer, JD McKissic. I actually like this. I actually looked at him and I was like, that could be a good play by week bearing and all.
All right. And so McKissic is worth using as a flex this week with the chance Washington is chasing points against the Chiefs. And he could benefit with Curtis Samuel out with a crotch injury. Not expected to play, along with Logan Thomas out with a hamstring. McKissic has at least 16 PPR points in 2 of his last 4 games, and the Chiefs have allowed 2 running backs to catch 6 passes in their last 3 games. Antonio Gibson is a number 2 running back in all leagues, but McKissic can be useful in a PPR given the matchup.
I agree. I concur, Doctor.
Doctor?
All right. Don't
hate. Going with Darrel Williams for the Kansas City Chiefs. Edwards-Helaire is out. I can see, I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. There's going to be lots of scoring.
I almost picked him today too, Darrel.
Yeah, I think he's going to get in the end zone at least once this game. If you have, a running back that's out, injured, by an extra flex, I think it's worth, giving a shot at sleeper. Like I said, he's a bigger back, and I think he has a really good chance of scoring this weekend. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to light it up, but I think they're starting to run the ball better, and the past couple weeks. So I think this is an opportunity for him to break out with his opportunity now with Edwards-Helaire out.
And also, just like last season, he came in clutch when Edwards was out again.
Exactly.
He came in clutch. Week 7 is when he started his thing, and then in postseason play, I believe he had like 3 touchdowns, and he helped the Chiefs a lot when it came to crunch time. So he's a solid pick.
Yep. Yeah. I think he's stepping up.
Yeah, he's next man up. He's got to. He's got to.
Better.
You're going to work. You're going to earn your check today, son.
All right, my sleeper redeemer is Devontae Booker. 19 last week against Dallas. I think they're going to heavily lean on him again this week. Going against the Rams, ranked 19th, averaging 117 yards against. Over the last 2 weeks, they had Alex Collins with 8. They had this is a crazy stat line. When they went against Arizona, Chase Edmonds with 17, James Conner with 19. So it's definitely not exactly it's not a good defense. They're definitely he's going to get his points. So it's definitely going to happen this week for him. It's one of those guys that you picked up on the waiver wire. It's not sit and wait a week on him and see exactly what he does. It's you start him.
Also, Vegas is not going to be functional for the next 2 weeks. I feel they are not going to be functional.
Why?
Chucky's gone. They don't know what's up from down. They didn't know what's up from down from when they were a full unit. So
what did Chucky do?
I don't know. He did something 10 years ago that because if you do something wrong 10 years ago, it's going to come back to bite you in the ass. But you know what? He shouldn't have done it. Whatever.
Wait, who's Chucky?
Gruden. Chucky. He looks like Chucky.
He kind of does. Yeah.
He does look like Chucky.
About it. Yeah.
Your ex-girlfriend's mom used to call him Chucky. Monahan. Mrs. O used to call Charles.
Oh my
Chucky.
goodness. That's like 20 years ago. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, I have a memory for worthless shit.
You do.
Worthless shit. Sports stats, whoop, right out my head. Somebody calls somebody a fictional horror character. Oh, I remember that.
Wide receiver, Barfy.
I'm going with Tim Patrick from Denver versus Vegas. Wait a minute. They're playing Vegas? Denver's playing Vegas this week, right?
Denver?
Because you just had. What did I mess up on?
Yeah, they are playing Vegas.
Okay, so I didn't mess up. All right, cool.
I messed up.
Yay, it wasn't me this time.
Yeah, the Giants are playing the Rams.
Yeah, I just messed up on the graphic.
Team name? Okay.
Pepsi.
Oh, good. So I got Tim
happens.
Patrick from Denver versus Vegas. Patrick's time as the top 2 receiver for the Broncos. Could be running out with Jerry Jeudy with his ankle injury close to return, but he should continue to have a prominent role this week against the Raiders. Patrick has scored at least 12 PPR points in every game. Teddy Bridgewater is completed. And Patrick just had season highs in targets, 9 and 7 receptions in week 5 at Pittsburgh. He also added 89 receiving yards, and he should be considered a high-end number 3 fantasy receiver this week in all leagues. And the other stuff I wrote down means nothing that I need to talk about.
He's available in our fantasy league.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone dropped him.
I did. I had to.
Awkward.
I had to.
Gotta get it. It's like a Pokemon. Gotta catch them all.
I had to.
And then drop them next week.
You lose a bunch of guys. You got a bunch of guys on bye. So it's like, nah, this is it. This is all I got. This is got to drop.
Yeah.
I had to drop.
Yeah. Not everyone can score 180 points and 177 points and still lose.
Like
To you,
Sorry,
Ryan.
buddy. Sorry. I've been on a tear.
I can't believe you beat me.
Oh
last
yeah,
week.
Mr. Undefeated. Man, this dude's fucking shit in luck, man. I mean, this man.
Yo, I got Derrick Henry and Austin Eckler.
I hope Derrick Henry has a stroke.
No. He'll still get a touchdown.
And he'll still get
He'll
a
still get a touchdown. All right.
Bitch.
I'm not quite sure how I feel about this. I know we have Tua Tagovailoa coming back.
Oh.
Tua.
All right.
Bumbaway Tua?
Yeah. I just see it as an opportunity for him of Tua coming back, and I think Devontae Parker is playing, so that could affect Waddle's production here. But Waddle and Preston Williams saw the most targets when Parker was out when they played Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But I don't know. He had his season high in yards, and his only touchdown came when Tua played with him in week 1. So I think it might be a good comeback with the both of them.
Yeah. It's against Jacksonville, so
Yeah, we're throwing darts at the wall. Hopefully,
whatever,
yeah, it's against Jacksonville. Yeah,
It's a
terrible defense.
It's gonna be a great game. That's gonna be a great game to watch. It's like watching the Pee Wee football games going on. Like, oh, look at him run. Look at Trevor throw the ball. Oh, Trevor, good job.
Jacksonville's, letting up over 30 points a game. So
you're right. You're right.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity for Miami to, rise up and put up some numbers.
All right. So I went with, I know this is kind of not, but it is a redeemer category. DJ Moore, who had 30 against Dallas, but then had 8 against Philly. Going against Minnesota, that's ranked 13th, averaging 239 yards against. Over the last 2 weeks, they've given up. I can't even. I literally had to dig for this stat. They played Detroit, and I had to go with Amon-Ra St. Brown, who had 10 points against them, and OBJ, who had 4. So I just think with those 2 names, just don't go with that.
Wait. So did you say Amon-Ra?
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Amon-Ra. Wasn't he the guy from the Mummy movie series that they had to fight?
Yeah,
that Brendan Fraser had to fight?
Brendan Fraser.
So.
Is he coming back?
Don't laugh at Brendan Fraser.
I love Brendan Fraser.
Me too.
That guy's a gem.
An American icon.
He's a man.
He is the man. All right, going back to football. And Anaxuna Moon. I mean, I'm Amon-Ra.
Ramahasra.
Ramen soup from Detroit.
I'm lost. Where are we? I think
New Jersey.
That's a bust. All right, so I think I found our spot. I think so. All right, is that no? I did not find the spot. That is the wrong spot. We are Breakout Flex. That's the right spot. That's what she said.
That's exactly what she said.
That's just stupid.
All right, Barfy, with your Breakout Flex.
Breakout Flex. I'm going with Hunter Henry from New England. Henry's taken over as the top tight end for the Patriots. He has been great the past 2 weeks against Tampa Bay and Houston. He's had 13 targets over that span for 10 catches, 107 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And he should continue to be a prominent target for Mac Jones. Henry is emerging as a must-start option in all leagues, and he should stay hot this week against the Cowgirls, who are number 9 in fantasy points allowed to tight ends this year.
Ew.
Ooh.
I wish I picked him up instead of who I picked up last week. Then I would have beat Ryan.
Oh, no. You did the right choice.
I thought so too.
No, you did the right thing. That's
I
right.
thought I
job.
did.
Yeah.
I thought I did, but
There you go,
I
sweetie.
didn't. I was about 10 points off on that one. Oh well.
Thank God. Phew. I was sweating that. I'm going with a tight end this week too, Tyler Higbee. I think this is going to be a good week for him. He scored 2 of his last 3 games, and they're going against a defense that's let up a touchdown to a tight end in all but 1 game. So I think this is a good, sneaky flex to slip in there, or if your tight end's on a bye week.
So a little sneaky flex.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna put the little tree over here. It'll be our little secret.
I mean,
I'm a flex.
he's only averaging 35 yards a game, even though the Rams average like 317 yards passing a game. So it's kind of surprisingly low, but I think this is a nice breakout game. It's a good matchup for him.
Oh yeah. I'm going with a real going deep on this one. I'm going super deep. I'm going Josh Gordon.
Man, you're going elbow deep, man.
Did he
I'm
get-
going super
Did he play?
deep.
He played last week, right?
He
got a catch.
He did. He got a catch last week.
Woo!
I do think that he's going to get a little bit more involved in the offense this week, going against Washington. That's ranked 28th in the league against the pass, averaging 294 yards. It's going to be it's going to be all out blowout. It's going to be Mahomes going to throw the ball over them. It's going to be crazy. Over the last 2 weeks, they've led up 24 to Marquise Callaway and 12 points to Calvin Ridley. Which Calvin Ridley's having a bad year.
I saw that coming.
I
don't
did
know
not
why he was
see that
ranked
coming.
so high.
I thought he was going to be at least a top 3 wide receiver. That's why I bypassed him over Devontae Adams. I didn't think Devontae Adams was going to have a repeat year. I thought he was going to have a little bit of a down year.
Well, you're right, because I drafted him the year prior. He had that great year last year, and it was bad.
Oh well.
But Josh Gordon, he'll rotate in. We'll say.
Yeah, I think he should get his targets. I think this will be a week, especially with bye week fill-ins and everything like that. Especially if you're a last place team, Dan. If you need a wide receiver, I think Josh Gordon could possibly be a good flyer for high upside.
Have you ever heard Josh Gordon sing? He's got a beautiful singing voice.
Are we talking about the same one?
Yeah.
That's a bust.
It was Josh Groban. I'm sorry. Monahan's like, cut to the next one. Cut to the next one.
We're going.
And
Moving on to Barfy's bust of the week.
I'm about to bust.
I'm going with Kirk Cousins.
My favorite part of the week.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
No, that's not what you wrote down.
You went OBJ.
Oh, that was from last week. I forgot to hit save.
Oopsie.
Okay, so I did make a mistake this week. Whatever. So I'm going with Kirk Cousins going against Carolina. Cousins now has 2 bad fantasy outings in a row after he's only scored 12 points in week 4 against Cleveland and 15 points in week 5 against Detroit. You scored 15 points against Detroit. You're a bust. You're done. They'll try to see if he can get back on track against the Panthers, which I doubt. I wouldn't start him if I had nothing. I would just drop him and get the guy from the Jets or what's his face from Philly, that guy. I mean, either way, just as productive.
Very good arguments.
I'm drawing a blank. I'm getting
that guy.
What's his face? Hurts.
Yeah.
The guy who's the Eagles' greatest running back. Don't get Kirk Cousins. Yeah, clearly shows he's not.
I always hope he's gonna do good, and then he sucks.
That's what I mean. You have high hopes for him, and then just like the Phillies, he just lets you down.
So my bust.
Detroit.
So my bust of the week is
I'm about to bust.
I gotta just say something. Last week after Saturday, I was at my buddy's house Saturday night, and I just kept playing that for them, and it was just so funny that sound clip. But anyway, I'm doing Allen Robinson. It's just very sad and depressing his year, and he has Pro Bowl talent, but it's just he's waiting to get the hell out of there. He only averages 3 receptions, 41 yards with Justin Fields starting. It's just bad. So I'd probably just leave him on the bench.
Yeah, it's sad to see. He was a guy that's like a solid, always top 15 option usually, and he's just I don't think he's broken top 40 yet this year.
Yeah, I don't know when he's about to bust either.
I'm about to bust.
All right, I'm going my bust of the week, which everyone is saying, "Oh, you got to start him. You got to start him. You got to start him. Don't start him. Don't do it.
Don't start
Don't
believing.
do it. It's not a good matchup.
Don't start
It's
believing.
not a good matchup. It is not a good matchup." Alex Collins over the last 2 weeks, 8 against the Rams, 15 against San Fran. Piz ranked 11th, averaging 100 yards against. The combination of Gordon and Devontae Williams had 15. Aaron Jones had 10. So I just see, it's not a good matchup. I wouldn't play him. I wouldn't even say like, all right, high upside. No, this is just not going to work, especially with Geno Smith, the quarterback. They're going to stack the box and it's going to clog it like everyone likes.
Maybe it's an upper decker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to bust.
Oh, it's a bet. All right, so bet of the week.
All right.
Barfy.
Yeah, your
Rams-
bet hit last week, by the way.
I know it did.
That was
I
awesome.
was dancing. I watched that. I'm like, damn, I wish I gambled. Damn, I'm good. No, you know why? That's why it hit, because I didn't put money on it.
Exactly.
So I'm going with Rams with +9 over the Giants, over under 48.5. I think Stafford's going to just eat the Giants up. He's going to be a bell cow, as Monahan would say. Is that how
That only goes for running backs.
I don't know. I just started hearing you say bell cow this year, and then on WYP, I heard like, this guy's a bell cow. I'm going, huh?
That thing's been around for a long time.
Never heard it until you came out of your mouth this year. That and garbage time. Never heard garbage time football. just saying. So, yeah, I'm not a gambling man, but I always say anything +7, I'll always jump on.
That's not working out for me this year.
Well, that sucks because I hit last week. You would have won some money last week.
I'm saying no. It's not working out for me this year with the +7 stuff, so I'm going a little bit more along the lines of my gut decisions. But we're going to go to Ryan. Ryan, you got an interesting one. You go money line, parlay.
Yeah, Chiefs, Rams, Cowboys, money line parlay. Seems like a lock. We'll see. Probably not.
I'm sure that payout would be amazing.
It's like +170 something. So, throw $50 on it, make a little bit of bucks.
My question is, because I'm not a gambler, so I don't understand. What do you mean by the money line parlay? Teach the kids at home.
Money line parlay would mean that they have to hit the point spread and the under over for the bet. And you have to hit all 3 games for the parlay to be successful.
Wow, you got a set on you today, don't you?
No, money line. I mean, Chiefs, Rams, Cowboys just win.
Yeah, that's not money line.
Yeah, it is the money line.
Money line is both bets, the point spread and under over.
No, it's
not
not.
just.
Are you
pretty
sure?
sure? I'm pretty sure.
No, you're wrong.
I don't know.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
Hey, people
Chiefs,
listening,
Rams, Cowboys
people
just to
listening,
win.
People listening, prove me wrong.
Somebody Google this real quick.
No,
if only
it's right.
we had a computer to Google
Money
this
line.
on.
You take the Chiefs, Rams, Cowboys money line, all 3 to win by no matter what points or whatever parlay.
No,
it's
not
plus
that
170.
Wait, so what's parlay? You got a group
easy. Parlay is multiple bets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I only know it in the pirate sense. Parlay.
Oh, well, prove me wrong if I'm wrong. But anyway, we'll move to my bet of the week. I'm going lines are getting +3.5 against the Bengals. I think the Lions get their win this week. I think Campbell's not going to have to cry on the podium this week. I think he gets his victory, so he's going to be happy tears.
All right, I got the definition for moneyline bet when you're ready.
Okay, go for it.
All right. A moneyline bet is the most basic wager in sports betting. In the simplest term, it is a bet on which team will win a game. There's no point spread and no conditions. If you place a bet on the money line, that means you think the team you bet on will win the game.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Huh.
I'm about to bust.
Okay, well, I was wrong. I went to the wrong direction on
Whoa,
that.
whoa, asshole! Who the fuck are you?
Okay.
Fucking no, on the comments side, some jerk off with a horrible fucking screen name. Come around
Okay.
here, I'll fucking smash your head and you ever pull shit like that.
All right, let's all calm down.
He said some uncolorful things.
Oh, I see now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Yeah, that's disturbing.
Yeah, so try to fuck around and find out, pal.
Yeah, that's very disturbing.
Anywho, back to gambling because
Gee.
that guy's putting a wager
What a
on his
buzzkill.
life. Putting a wager on
Yeah.
his life. Put a parlay across his face.
Okay,
Was it
well,
my
let's calm down. Let's calm down. It's over. All right, so we do have some comments from Matt Lewis. A lot of comments from Matt Lewis. All right, so Aaron Jones bounce back game. Yes. Yes, guys.
Yes.
Uh,
What? I mean, it's not the greatest situation, but you got to start him. So, yes. I feel like that. Well, you know what? The Bears will probably be more concerned with the passing game. So, you know what? Yeah, he'll probably kill it.
Yeah, I totally agree on that.
Yeah.
Next question. Hope Prince Harry wins this week. I picked Indy in my survivor pool. Carson Wentz.
Ooh. Yeah, against Houston.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're both
Oh,
1-4. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna say that's against
Gazeki.
no. Who got $100 million contract? Got bad hair.
Gazeki.
I never seen his hair, so I thought it was a Gruden comment.
That was next too.
Is he referring to Gruden's contract?
And
100
Gruden's hair.
million contract? Didn't he get 100 million? I don't know. He got a lot of money.
Yeah, it was like a 10-year, $100 million
Yeah.
contract. So yeah,
And it's gone. Your contract.
and he's
gone.
gone, and it's gone.
And it's gone.
But hey, guys, thanks for tuning in this week. We have, if you have any other questions or comments, please leave a message after the beep. Barfy.
This week, we have an episode. I was away on business this whole week, so I've not had a chance to record any episodes. So we'll try to get something out to you soon, some quality content. But we have a shitload of episodes you can check in the meantime on the YouTube and Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, your mother's asshole, your computer, or my computer, and so on.
Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for the questions, Matt Lewis. We'll see you guys next week.
Good luck, everybody.